Welcome to Everyday English Podcast, a beginner-friendly podcast for improving English skills with simple English. Today, we're diving into a really important topic, presenting in work meetings.
Oh, yes. Presenting is such a key skill, isn't it? It helps you share your ideas clearly with your team.
Exactly. When you present, it's all about organizing your thoughts. You want to make sure your message is clear.
Right. And using the right language is super important too. You don't want to confuse your audience with complicated words.
Oh, definitely. Simple language helps everyone understand better. And visuals, like slides, can really help too.
Yeah. Visuals can make complex ideas easier to grasp. It's like a picture speaks 1,000 words, right?
Exactly. And when you combine clear language with good visuals, it really enhances your presentation.
So, what do you think is the first step in preparing for a presentation?
Well, I think research is key. You need to know your topic well before you present it.
Oh, for sure. And aligning your presentation with the company's goals is also important, right?
Absolutely. That way, your audience sees how your ideas fit into the bigger picture.
And what about the structure of the presentation? That's important too, isn't it?
Yes. A good presentation usually has an introduction, main points, and a conclusion. It helps keep everything organized.
That makes sense. And giving examples or case studies can make your point stronger.
Exactly. It adds real-life context, which helps the audience connect with your ideas.
Oh, and practicing beforehand can really help with delivery, right?
Yes, practicing builds confidence. It makes you feel more comfortable when speaking.
And knowing your audience is crucial too. You want to tailor your message to them.
Definitely. When you understand your audience, they are more likely to engage with your presentation.
So, whether you're updating your team or sharing new ideas, these skills are really useful.
Absolutely. Presenting well can make a big difference in how your ideas are received.
Great discussion. I can't wait to explore more about this topic.
So, let's talk about how to start an effective presentation. It really begins with thorough research, right?
Absolutely. Knowing your subject matter inside and out is crucial. It helps you speak confidently and answer questions.
And aligning your presentation with the company's goals is just as important. That way, your audience sees how your ideas fit into the bigger picture.
Exactly. If your points connect with the company's objectives, it makes your presentation more relevant and engaging.
Right. And a good structure is key. You usually start with an introduction, then move on to the main points.
Oh, for sure. The introduction sets the stage. It's like a sneak peek of what's to come.
And then you dive into those main points. It's important to be clear and concise, don't you think?
Yes. You want to keep your audience's attention. Too much information can be overwhelming.
Exactly. And using examples or case studies can really help illustrate your points.
Oh, definitely. Real-life examples make the information relatable and easier to understand.
And then, of course, you wrap it up with a conclusion that sums up the key takeaways.
That's so important. A strong conclusion reinforces your message and helps your audience remember the main points.
So, to recap, thorough research, alignment with company goals, a clear structure, examples, and a solid conclusion are all vital for an effective presentation.
Yes. It sounds simple, but when you put it all together, it really makes a difference.
You know, visual aids like slideshows really play a big role in presentations, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. They help keep the audience engaged. It's like having a roadmap for your ideas.
Exactly. And when you present complex information, visuals can make it so much easier to understand.
Right. It's like, if you show a chart or a graph, it can really clarify your points. People can see the data instead of just hearing about it.
And speaking of clarity, practicing your presentation beforehand is crucial too.
Yeah. Practice helps you feel more confident. You know, it smooths out any rough edges.
Definitely. It's like rehearsing for a play. The more you practice, the more natural it feels.
And it also helps you remember your key points better. You won't get lost in your thoughts.
Exactly. And being knowledgeable about your audience is so important too.
Oh, for sure. When you know who you're speaking to, you can tailor your message to them.
Right. It makes your presentation more relevant. People are more likely to listen if they feel connected.
And if you can address their specific interests or concerns, it really grabs their attention.
Yes. Tailoring your message shows that you understand their needs, which is key to keeping them engaged.
So, in a way, it's all about building a bridge between your ideas and the audience's interests.
Exactly. And with good visuals, practice, and audience knowledge, you can create a really effective presentation.
That's the goal, right? To make sure everyone walks away with a clear understanding of your message.
You know, this skill of presenting is really useful in so many situations, right?
Absolutely. Like when you're updating your team on project progress. It keeps everyone on the same page.
Exactly. And when you present new ideas, it's a chance to inspire your colleagues.
Yeah. It's all about sharing your vision and getting people excited about it.
And then there's market analysis. Presenting that can really help the team understand trends.
Oh, for sure. It's important for making informed decisions. If you present data well, it can change how a team approaches a project.
Right. And using visuals in those presentations can really highlight key points.
Definitely. Charts and graphs can make complex data so much clearer.
And it's not just about the visuals. It's also about how you explain them.
Exactly. You need to break it down so everyone can follow along.
So, whether it's project updates or market trends, effective presentations are key.
Yeah. And the more you practice, the better you get at delivering those messages.
That's true. It builds confidence and helps you connect with your audience.
And knowing your audience is so important too. You want to make sure your message resonates with them.
For sure. Tailoring your presentation to their interests can really make a difference.
So, in a way, it's all about making your ideas relevant to them.
Exactly. And that's what makes a presentation truly effective.
Great discussion. I feel like we've covered a lot of ground.
Yes. Thanks for chatting about this important skill.
Absolutely. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in today.
We hope you found this conversation helpful. Until next time.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep practicing those presentation skills.